Nestled in a serene valley surrounded by rolling hills and lush forests was the village of Meadowbrook. The villagers led simple lives, tending to their farms, crafting goods, and caring for one another. At the heart of the village was a small cottage where a woman named Clara lived with her young son, Thomas. Clara was known throughout the village for her boundless love and compassion. She was a widow, having lost her husband, James, to illness when Thomas was just a baby. Despite her loss, Clara had dedicated her life to raising her son with love, patience, and unwavering support. Thomas, now 8 years old, was a curious and energetic boy. He adored his mother and often helped her with chores around the house and garden. Clara, in turn, nurtured his curiosity, teaching him about the world and instilling in him the values of kindness and empathy. One summer evening, dark clouds gathered over Meadowbrook and a fierce storm rolled in. The wind howled and rain poured down in torrents. Clara and Thomas huddled together by the fireplace, listening to the storm rage outside. Suddenly, there was a loud knock at the door. Clara opened it to find a young woman, drenched and shivering, holding a baby in her arms. "Please," the woman begged, her voice trembling. "My baby is sick, and we have nowhere to go. Can you help us?" Without hesitation, Clara ushered the woman and her baby inside. Clara quickly dried them off and wrapped them in warm blankets. She prepared a bed for them by the fire and brewed a soothing herbal tea to help the baby's fever. The woman, whose name was Eliza, was overcome with gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. Eliza and her baby, named Anna, stayed with Clara and Thomas for several days. During that time, Clara tended to Anna's illness with the care and expertise of a seasoned healer. She used herbs from her garden and remedies passed down from her own mother to nurse the baby back to health. As the days passed, Clara and Eliza formed a deep bond. They shared stories of their lives, their struggles, and their hopes for the future. Eliza had fled her home to escape an abusive husband, and she was determined to build a better life for her daughter. Clara admired Eliza's strength and resilience. She saw in her the same fierce love and determination that she herself had felt when raising Thomas. The two women became like sisters, supporting and encouraging each other. Thomas, too, grew fond of Eliza and Anna. When Anna was fully recovered, Eliza knew it was time to continue her journey. She had heard of a distant town where she could start anew, but the thought of leaving Clara and Thomas filled her with sadness. Clara, however, was determined to help Eliza in any way she could. Clara packed a bag with food, clothing, and supplies for the journey. She also gave Eliza a small pouch of coins, saved from her own modest earnings. "This will help you get started," Clara said, pressing the pouch into Eliza's hands. "Remember, you are strong, and you are not alone." Eliza and Anna left Meadowbrook with heavy hearts, but also with hope for the future. Clara and Thomas watched them go, knowing that they had made a difference in their lives. As the days turned into weeks, Clara continued to care for her son and tend to her garden. One day, a traveler passing through Meadowbrook brought news of a woman and her baby who had settled in a distant town. The woman had opened a small bakery and was thriving, thanks to the kindness of a stranger who had helped her in her time of need. Years passed, and Thomas grew into a kind and compassionate young man. He had learned from his mother the importance of love, empathy, and selflessness. He often helped the villagers with their chores and was always willing to lend a hand to those in need. Clara, now older but still full of love and wisdom, continued to be a pillar of strength in the community. Her home remained a place of warmth and refuge, and her garden flourished with vibrant flowers and herbs. One day, as Clara sat in her garden, she received a letter.